Patron, take them away.
Okay guys, hope you're well. I'm going to be going into market pretty much now as it happens for Boffin. Now let me just flick this over and then I'll kind of explain what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And there might be an extra trade as well. Okay, euro dollar. I've done a breakdown for him because in our Discord we have daily Zoom calls. The guys are actually speaking right now in the bar, and there he is there, little Boffin, Simon. So here I've done a full breakdown and read the chart that you're going to see being traded here. Now the reason I've done it is he requested it, wanted to see what it was all about. So I've broke it down, put all the levels in, made the criteria and shown how to read direction, etc. Now with the Zoom calls that I was talking about, they are here. We have them every single day. As you can see, there was one that's just been uploaded now, yesterday, and they last anywhere from half an hour to 3 hours. It really depends on how well we're going, and we have a jolly old time of things with it. So if you want to come along to the community, there is links in the comments. Do leave a comment while you're there and we'll crack on. So if you haven't been here before, this might sound chaotic. I am Big Scruff, and we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and that's why I'm having one right now, because I'm knackered, because I've been at this all day. It feels all day. I've been in here since 6 o'clock. It's currently 9:30. The problem I have is time. Time is against me because people are wanting things off me all the time. You know, answer this, do that, do the other. And I'm trying to catch up. And when I do a video, there's never a script in it. It's just me, the camera, and the screen, and a cup of coffee. And occasionally Winky turns up and I try and sort of get it to take clothes off, but she's having none of that. So you'll have to make do with me, boys and girls. I'm afraid you just have to do with me. So what are we looking at? Good. Have the trolleys fucked off. See, because what happens is I do a little bit of waffle like that at the start because it gets rid of all the dickheads. Because they won't hang around because they go, just show me how to get in. I'll be all right if I know how to get in. You haven't got a fucking clue. Absolute clueless. Why do I say that? Well, because we had a discussion this morning about mindset. Getting into the market isn't the problem. Getting out of the market can be a problem because sometimes you'll hold on to a trade too long and you'll snatch at your trade when you shouldn't. You'll hang a loss that's just out of hand and you won't let it go. They're the key elements that make you a good or a bad trader. Now, I dropped a clanger this morning and I'm having to sort of, well, pay a little price for it. But it's working out. Let me kind of show you what I mean by that, because I'm going to touch on this when I finish this. I'm doing a breakout video for the guys. Now, here it is here. It's BlackBull, if you want to follow along this little challenge. I figured out this morning that if you go on the indices, it can't have a micro lot, and I'm dealing in micro lots. However, I've put a position size in that is way too big for this account. That was meant to be 0-1, not 1. However, my criteria was correct. In other words, it hasn't broke through the danger zone. It's coming down. So I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here, and I'm going to see if it'll come through, and I'm just going to kill it relatively quick, but then I'm going to have the proper position sitting behind to take over from it, so I still save the trade. Now I'll go into this a little bit later when I come to do that, but I'm monitoring this chart as well. So bear with me when I'm watching between the two, because that one, as soon as I get to a point where I need to be out, I'm going to be out of it. Okay, right, sorry, let's get back to this one. Oh dear, I'm having another coffee. I'm going to get a haircut, I'm going to have a coffee. If Winky's good, I'm going to have sex, and then I'm going to feel real relaxed. And it's Friday. I can almost smell it. Almost smell the weekend. See, I'm quite relaxed because I've just finished the office. So, sorry. I predicted that we'd sell this. And the predictions were we're going to sell it at this blue line. We're going to sell it here, in the middle, break of here, to get to here. That's the general gist of it. Okay. Now, target-wise, this is not a good market to target. So it's only going to be about 10 pips. And that's the upper stretch. So that's going to be there. Might even pull it before that. But it's because it's a very slow-paced market. It doesn't move very far during the day. And it takes an eternity to do things. So common sense is just target appropriately. Now, where's this trade came from? Now, if we look at it this way, there's all my levels in. They're all at key points of the market. Strong drive, pushed up, failed to go any higher. You can see that. And it's now selling down. You can see it here, daily. So it's a reasonable premise. Now, drop it into 4 hours. You can see that even clearly. It is clearly coming down. So, what do? Well, you just target into a level from a logical point. Take it to an hour. Okay. Again, you can see it. Just crunch that down. And you'll see that it's pushing down and down it'll come. Simple, easy trade. And then take it to 5 minutes to monitor. Seems to be ready. Now, we've entered here. We're looking to get out here. But if it does pull back on itself, well, you can see the blue lines are marked in where I'm willing to sort of average into this and then let it run down. Simple. Now, I also do what's called like the morning watch. Now, morning watch is where I'll do an assessment of the news and the strongest and weakest currency. Again, if I look at sort of the Discord, and we'll pull this down a little bit. Now, we'll put these out publicly as well. We kind of pull up here. There it is there. Best day trade, strength. They're on a reward basis, by the way, guys. I look for around 100 likes per video, and that motivates me to do it public the next day. Now, I make them every day, and I give them to the squad, even if it's just a quick heads up. They're made every single day. And that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit fingers and thumbs. But in that video, I said I would sell this one, or I'd be more inclined to sell this one. And again, I've got my markers set in place. I can see where it can be. So, again, drop it down to 15 minutes. Just have a little quick look, see what's going on. Well, I can see a surge here, and it's starting to collapse off. So, is it anywhere close to trading? Well, let's have a little look. Well, it's not a million miles away. You know, so take it to 5 minutes so I can see it a little bit cleaner. All right. There's another surge here. So I've got a target here that I could work to, you know, or I can just sort of count the candles back and think, right, okay, I'm reasonably confident this is going to sell off, which I am. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the plateau down here. Just draw that in. So if I can just, I don't advocate doing this too much on a 5 minute, but it kind of highlights things. So there's the break, there's that, there's your 50, down into here. So that plateau lines up. It's probably about right. Just get rid of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll put an order under there. Bear with me. So let's have a little look at that. And we'll just stick a 5er in it. Just under there. And we're going to target it roughly down onto the next key fib, which is here. All right. So instead of waiting to enter here, I'm going to use that as a target point to get out around here. And that's about 60 quid. I'll live with that. Now, I'm not overly worried about big trades today. I don't want to trade a great deal today. I don't like trading on Friday at best of times. So what I want to do is look at this as just a quick exercise to show you guys. Now, if I just sort of marry these out. Now, the charts that you're seeing behind these are the ones that you saw me trade yesterday. And I'll show you those in just a second. Both of them were called out in that News Watch video that I show you, where I do a very quick analysis. And I tell you what I'm going to do. And then for the squad, if they request it, I'll break it down fully for them. Right. So we can see that one. So that's going to trade down into this red box. Just going to put it about halfway just to allow for the spread. Now, the other one, right, so we'll get rid of that. And we want to be looking at this mark. I'll get rid of that one behind it as well. Just tidy it up, boys and girls. We'll tidy it up. Right. Widen that out. Again, we're looking to capture into this market. So we're looking at this one and we're looking at this one. Okay. Keep the positions relatively small and then we can build into it. Dead simple. And all we've got is the euro running. That's the other ticket that we are. And then yesterday you saw me do this. Now I had to sacrifice a couple of trades. Got in early, killed it out, and then just decided that I'd do the same with this. But I ended up with a net positive, which is my salary as a happy boy. Let me play this out. Let me watch that other trade that I need to manage. And I'll come back to you when the trades are all done. Okay, guys. It's 20 past 1, and I'm fully aware there's going to be a news announcement in 10-15 minutes. Now, the markets that I'm in, New Zealand JPY and Euro Pound, won't be as badly affected as, say, Euro Dollar and Pound Cable, Gold, etc. There will be some volatility coming in, but I'm well prepared to ride it out on this occasion. Why? Because it's not got anything to do with the US data. The one that I'll probably see in the most movement on is the one with the JPY. But again, I don't think it's something to be overly worried about. So when you see the markets light up, which they will, I'm already prepared for it. Okay. I have done this in the past, and it's not luck. I still believe in my analysis. So we will see what happens. Now, I'm also going to be a little bit conservative with them because, as most things, anything could happen. This one, not so bad. I mean, at the moment, we're not really that much against us. Not in the grand scheme of things. 178 quid. It's not a lot, you know, so I've got plenty of room to move with these trades if I need to. We're already at a key area here, and it's failing, and that can slam down into the next key area. Likewise here, we haven't come up to the key fib, so we're not worried about that. And if I just step this back slightly, just so you can see it, all right. It's crawling up, but it's struggling. So this can scream up to there. All right, I'll have to bear 40 pips from this point. But again, it's not the end of the world. It's not as bad as it looks, you know, because it'll go whack, doof. If it starts getting out of hand, obviously I'm going to have to trade my way out of it or just kill it off, whatever. But I'm in a bit of a case where I have to make a decision, and I'm reasonably okay with this at this moment in time. All right, so that's my thought process. I'm just going to switch it back over to sort of play this out. But if you see it spike, I'm aware of it. Okay, so I'm not overly daft. Catch you in a bit. Okay guys, it's coming on towards the end of the night and I don't really like holding trades over a weekend, and there's a little bit of resurgence on this one where it's pushing back up. So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to take these profitable trades out because I don't want to give that back. So I'm just going to take these out, bank the money. And when this one drops down, hopefully into a profit in just a tick, I'm going to take this out as well. Now, if you bear with me, I'll do that now. It's only about 3 or 4 quid. Give me a second. I'll move that over just so I can watch the candle a second. To be honest, for 3 quid, I don't think it's worth waiting. Let's see. Come on, a tiny tick. You've only got a couple of seconds left of the candle. Oh, there we go. Right. All right. Now I'm going to tell you why I've done that. It's because it's 10 to 4 on a Friday. I don't want to hold the trade any longer than I have to. And I've done what I need to do today. Every day is a blank sheet for me when I'm day trading. I'm not bothered about yesterday, I'm not bothered about tomorrow. I'm worried about today. And I trade to see if it can end positive. That's it. All right. Simple process. So what have we done? What have you seen me do? Well, we've got nothing left. All the tickets are gone now for the week. And there we go. So there's the results over the last couple of days. And what you've seen me do today. Now, today was an odd day and I did it for the guys. It was twofold. One, in the public video I did this morning at 7:30, I said that was probably the market of choice and I will be selling it. Well, that's paid me quite well and I sold it. And then for Boffin, little salute to you, my friend, and I have picked up on Discord, and if you watch this, I can't take the mickey out of you. I really can't. You're too nice. I can't take the mickey out of you. You had a bad day. Don't worry about it. Maybe something in what I did and said might help you, but we'll talk about it on Monday and we'll talk more of that sort of thing as we go forward. It's paid me quite well also. So there we go. And I was right to pull it out at that point. Okay. I'm net positive, paid, job sorted. So let's talk a little bit before I wind this up on why I held that through non-farm payroll, because we know non-farm payroll is dangerous. Well, it's very simple. It weren't going to spike the market dramatically. The ATR on the euro pound is incredibly small. So even if it was going to burst aggressively, it would probably not turn the market. In fact, a market rarely turns. What it does is it spikes and then resumes its direction. The problem is the spikes can be absolutely brutal. On the euro dollar, it wasn't going to be that bad. I already had key levels in place where it might actually surge to. And if I actually flick this back over, it had already gone into exactly the zone that I marked, exactly to the pip, came down, all right, got some money out of it. Spreads naturally increase during a news event, and it didn't get enough to clear the spread when it got down here, because I was targeting down here, but Celevi screamed back to the top, but look where it stalled. Bang on my averaging points. So there was no reason not to carry on the trade the way that I intended. Bang, bang, down it goes. Very, very simple. You know, the New Zealand, because it was, and if remember I said it would have a tendency to spike out and be a little bit brutal, shot down But again, it's come to exactly where I've marked it. So this was going to be the brutal one. As it shot down, I could see it was coming to a key line, which was here and here. It had done its job. It was time to get rid of it and not take the heat. It rallied and it stalled bang on where I said it would. Okay, so if you can understand these levels and understand how they work, they become roadmaps. So for me to hold these through was calculated. I already knew what I was doing. It wasn't a wing and a prayer. All right. If I was in cable, euro dollar, sort of NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Dow, I would have been stupid to do that, because it would be unpredictable in the sense that I don't know whether it's going to slam down or it's going to slam up. But either way, it's going to be a big move and it can be enough to damage your account. So the sensible thing is don't trade it at all. But if you're in a market that is well out of the noise, it's just going to throw it about a little bit and just have your placements in place like what I did. And that's it, guys. Very, very simple. So it's been a very good Friday. It's been a long Friday. I don't really like trading this late into a Friday, but it is non-farm payroll day and the guys like to see it. And I like to back up everything that I say. So happy days. I'm going to give a little salute to Big Balls Finney. Shouldn't call him Big Balls because he's only about that big. Hope you're keeping well, son. Genuinely did. And that's another non-farm payroll for you. Except I didn't do cable, which is what you normally ask for. So today it was management of that. So as always, guys, I've always got your back. And that includes you, haircut, even though you wind me up. Rotten sod. But hey ho. Anyway, if you want to find me, drop down in the comments. You find all my contact details there. There's some good links that can put you in touch with some good brokers or a prop firm and maybe help you on your way to trading. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.